up, guys? So, just kind of making this so I can kind of put a little update. Yeah, I haven't posted in a while. Sorry about that. But I was in the hospital, about a little over a week ago. 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks ago, maybe. Week and a half ago. Anyways, so the story is I choked on some, I was eating some carne asada that I made for my birthday. This was 2 days after my 21st too, so this kind of sucked. But so Friday I worked all day, and then Saturday I was actually planning on going out and actually celebrating a little bit, but didn't get to because I was running around with Jake's stepmom Sherry. She's awesome. We were running around the grocery store and stuff like that. Shut up. So, anyways, yeah, so we came back, we were waiting for Jake, and me, Jake, and his dad and Sherry were going to go to the Costco. So I started eating some carne asada, and I started eating it really quickly, because we were about to leave soon, waiting for Jake just got out of the shower, so I ate a bunch of it at once, and I was just trying to chew it all up. I was like, and then like I just, being an idiot, swallowed it without thinking, and it got caught in my throat. I'm all like, oh shit, I'm like, can't breathe. I'm like, and so I drank a bunch of water real quick. I grabbed a gallon of water I had, and I just started downing it. And next thing you know, or I didn't start downing it, so I drank a bunch real quick, and all I did was push it a little bit deeper, and then the water just spewed back up, and I went over the sink. So I was, yeah, so I started over there choking. They're like, "Are you okay, Nick?" Jake's parents, and I was trying to keep it cool. I was like, "Fuck," I was like, "I'll be good." So I just went like, I was like, and then I was like, and they started stomping my foot. I was like, and they're all like, "Oh shit, give him the Heimlich." So she gives me the Heimlich really quick. It doesn't come up. Then Jake's dad gives me the Heimlich really quick, and he goes, and I thought he was gonna get it. So she does it one more time, and I think he does it one more time. And on like the last time, I just started throwing up blood, just straight blood, no water, nothing like that. It looked like a scene from a horror film. So yeah, it was pretty bad. It was gross. I was doing that for about 15-20 minutes, started coughing up blood, throwing up blood, just straight blood. And then I thought I was going to start coughing it up because I saw a piece come out. But I thought it was a piece, but it ended up being like a little chunk of my throat, a little chunk of the skin of my esophagus. So I was like, dude, shit. So I'm just sitting there after like 20 minutes. I finally get my composure. I like started clogging up the sink. There was so much blood. So it was pretty nasty. So then we go to Costco. I'm like trying to walk it off. I'm like a little discombobulated, I guess, or whatever you want to say. Like I'm a little flustered. Like I'm like, oh shit, a little out of it. So we get back. I'm like taking a gallon around. I'm like kind of sipping it a little bit, and it's like going down, but then it's like coming back up, and then like I feel like I'm gonna throw up and like burp, but I can't throw up because I had nothing in there, and I feel like I could feel it just right here in my chest. I feel like I thought I could just feel it right there sitting. It was kind of hurting. So after we get back, I'm like still in some pain. I'm just like, damn, my whole chest is killing me. I'm like not hungry at all. So they're like, you should try to take a shower to loosen it up. And I took a shower, see if like some moisture kind of loosened it up a little bit or whatever. And it didn't work. So she's like, you should try to take a nap, because obviously I was a little tired because of it, I guess. But as I lay down, I just get this horrible pain, and then like I've had like a bunch of crap happen that's real painful, but this shit was killing me though too. Like it was just hurting my entire insides, my entire like esophagus. Everything was just like in pain. Like everything just felt like out of place or something. It was just moving around. Like it felt like a bunch of buildup. I don't even know how to explain it. It just felt like somebody was literally like stabbing me right in my sternum. Like it just felt like a knife was plunged in there and just twisting. Killer. So she's like, you might have to go to the urgent care, and I'm like trying to like just be like, nah, like I don't go to I've never really gone to I haven't gone to the hospital since I was fucking for 10 years almost, since I was like 12. Last or 13 last time I went to the hospital. That's only because I almost died of allergic reaction. So they said I was like 5 minutes off from death. That's the only reason I went, because my face closed up, my eyes were closed shut, my like entire face swelled up. Like you couldn't even recognize who I was. So go to urgent care, wait 20 minutes after filling out paperwork and shit, and they just pull me up and they're like, so what's your symptoms? Like what's happening? And I told them real quick. I could barely talk. I'm like I swallowed some steak and I started throwing up blood. And then the whole ride to the urgent care, I'm just like, my chest is just caved in. I'm just like Jake was telling me, I looked horrible. Hold on. What the heck? Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought somebody was at the door or something. So, yeah. So they're like, you gotta go to the hospital. So I go outside. I'm kind of pissed off. I'm like, dude, I gotta fucking go to the hospital. I do not want to be paying for a hospital visit. So I like got pissed off real quick, and the little bit of energy I did kind of have, I like somehow summoned to kick a fucking wall real quick. I was so mad, and like Jake's just like, hey, Jake kind of has to check me. He's like, hey, he's like, come on, you're fine. He's like, you're gonna be good. He's like, this isn't a big deal. Let's just get to the fucking hospital. He's like, don't be pissed off right now. It's not gonna help. And I was like, whatever. So he takes me to the hospital, and I was in a lot of pain, so he just has to drop me off up front so he can go find somewhere to park his car or his truck. So I go in there, I finally find it. I'm like barely able to speak because it's like my whole esophagus is like outside. So anyways, I get in there, the dude pulls me in, get in pretty quickly. They ask me a bunch of questions and stuff like that. He's all like, one of them was like, do you feel safe at home? Is anybody abusing you? And blah, blah, blah. And I looked over at Jake, I was like, this guy hits me all the time. And he just starts laughing, but so. Anyway, so finally get me back there. First thing they do is they give me some IVs and stuff, and then they give me some morphine real quick. And then they give me this shot. This doctor comes in, she's really straightforward and she was super cool, and they give me this medicine that apparently only works on like 8 to 10%. It's only worked one time, and since they've worked there, they said they've seen it work on one person where they had some stuck, and it like, because it's like a muscle relaxer, and it like relaxes your intestines as well, so it's or your esophagus, and hopefully it'll just slide through. Obviously, I was still in a lot of pain, it didn't work, and so they had to do x-rays on me, then they send me to a freaking they roll me in through a CAT scan. I'm all like going in there. I've had one CAT scan before, and I had to have this thing called a bird cage over my head because when I was younger, they thought I had a brain tumor, and like I freaked out and did not want to do it. And then as soon as I get in there, like it wasn't as bad because it was just my chest, and I'm like, I was like, why am I here? I was like, I don't want to do this, or like, you're fine, cause I'm really claustrophobic, so this is just so a heads up. So, and I do this, they have to make me drink this nasty stuff to paint my esophagus. I had to like let it roll down, like I could barely swallow, so it's like coming up and shit. I had to do it a couple of times, and so finally they sent me back to my room, and they were just like, they're like, yeah, it's not even in there anymore. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I feel it right here, I can feel this right now. So they're like, yeah, you ruptured your esophagus. Like my esophagus was fucked up. Or like you cannot eat any solid food for a while, for like at least 3 to 4 days before you even try eating some solid food or something like that. So I was like, are you gotta be kidding me? I was like, all right. And you guys know I'm pretty big into fitness, so I'm like, well, fuck, dude, I don't want to like start losing weight. I ended up losing 12 to 13 pounds. I was very withered away. I looked very bad and skinny and unhealthy. I wasn't drinking water the whole time. The only thing I could eat was Jello. Jello and popsicles. The only thing I ate for 3 to 4 days. I was completely dehydrated the whole time. Oops, sorry. I know I look kind of paranoid, but I'm not. Alright. Just selling a lot of drugs over here. I can't have the police pulling up on me, you feel me? So, yeah, So that happens, and Vanessa was awesome. So right before I left the hospital, they shot me up with a lot of morphine. This time, like the first time, the morphine only worked for like 5-10 minutes, and then like I didn't feel it anymore. And then the second time they shot me up, I was like pretty messed up. So I guess, I didn't even remember this, but I guess Vanessa had to like walk me inside. Like they were all like kind of like, oh shit, as I get here. So like I'm in like a lot of pain. I was kind of out of it though. I'm just kind of chilling. They sent me home with a bunch of Vicodin as well. I got a big old prescription. Shout out to my homie Jake going to pick it up for me, like true boy. And yeah, so we were just kind of like watching me, like Vanessa spent the night, and she kind of just watched me. And the next morning I woke up. I didn't really sleep that night very well, and the next morning I woke up and I felt like I was hit by a car. Like I've been in a bunch of MMA fights, boxing fights, wrestling matches, jiu-jitsu matches, MMA matches, like or fights, like whatever, and like it felt like one of those. Like I woke up with insanely horribly sore ribs, like felt like it hurt bad. Like I felt like they were out of place. Like my chest was sucked in and it would not come out. I could not breathe. I could not inhale very well because it felt like my lungs were explode, like because all the pressure, whatever, I don't know, whatever the pressure was on my esophagus. I also have asthma, so my esophagus was closing, so it was very hard for me to breathe. And so the next few days, like that Sunday, like since I hadn't eaten, and I didn't get to eat all Saturday except for that time I was eating really. So I had nothing to eat Saturday. Then Sunday, like I'm just exhausted all day. I wake up, watch the football game for like an hour and a half, and then I pass back out. and or I'm like sleep. I'm like I keep falling asleep throughout the Steeler game. And y'all know I'm a huge Steeler fan, and like I'm barely staying awake for this game. And then after the game's over, I go to sleep for like 5 hours or 6 hours, something like that. It was really long, and like I wake up, like we took a nap with Vanessa, and I wake up and I'm just still exhausted. Like I felt like I didn't even sleep, and I know I slept. So I'm just like, dude, this is gonna be some. So like like and then Monday and stuff like so like that day and the next day or two like the next yeah I'm just like walking like a grandpa like super slow because everything was hurting. I had to keep popping Vicodins for like every like 4 or 6 hours something like that. But like and like some nausea medication. So like Tuesday night I started feeling a little bit better, and I tried to eat my first little bit of so Monday night, I think is when they said I could try to eat something besides just liquids. So I had a little bit of maybe it was Tuesday night. I had a little Tuesday night I think. I had a little bit of chicken noodle soup, and it was really good. I felt really great. I was like, oh my gosh, I needed something in my stomach. And then after that, I tried to eat a little. The next day, the only thing I really ate was a little bit of chicken, like very itty bitty teeny pieces of chicken. And then that night, I threw it all up. My body was not able to process it. I guess like my body had Sherry's a nurse, or she was a nurse too, and she was telling me that your body had a traumatic thing, so you can't. So your body's not able to digest that stuff right now. You gotta like take it slower. So that mean like freaking throw everything up. So like the next day, I just kind of chilled out again. Like just kind of ate like very soft, slow things like eggs. A lot easier to process things like that. And the next day, I started eating a little bit more chicken and blah blah blah. And then so it's almost a week later, about that Friday. Thing was, but yeah, I went to the gym for the first time just to. Maybe it was like the next Friday. I don't know. I think it was that Friday. Yeah, like a week after. So it was almost exactly a week after. So I go to the gym Friday. I know not to hit it hard. I'm feeling super weak. I'm just barely getting some food in me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do like a whole thing, just to get my muscles kind of like muscle memory, just kind of like get them back to like used to activities again, I guess you want to say, what I mean? Just kind of getting them, using them again. Because I hadn't used them, like, I wasn't even doing chores, like, Jake was telling me not to do any chores, so I was like, alright. So, I did a little bit of back, like, a couple sets of things on back, a couple reps of bench, and then, blah, blah, blah. So the next day, on Saturday, I work all day, and then I go to the gym that night. I try this new pre-workout, and this shit had me going. I felt great. Like, I mean, I was still weak, obviously. I'm still a little weak from getting sick, like, weaker than I usually am. So like I'm going like I'm just doing shoulders, but I'm supersetting a lot, and like I'm just staying at like 55-pound dumbbells, like it's really light, and it felt really good though. Like I felt like a great workout, and then yeah, and then since then I've been kind of like easing back in. Sunday I think I took another break day, and then Monday since I think it's this Monday. Yeah, this Monday. It was when I got back into everything pretty much, and I felt pretty good. I felt good since then. Just a little weaker, just getting my strength back, muscle memory and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So that's my thing, and then today, I'll see if I can get the picture on here. I killed shoulders today. I had a great workout. This new pre-workout, man, is amazing. I might have to throw it up there. You gotta go to NutriShop. I'm telling you right now. Come down to NutriShop Mesa or Chandler. I mainly work at the Mesa one, but aside from my businesses, I work at NutriShop as well. I love the business. I love everybody there. So yeah, come down to NutriShop in Mesa or Chandler. Usually at Mesa, come down there. I'll hook you up. And I'm telling you, they got the best products at these stores, man. It's helped me a lot. And then my workout coach, he's done great too. Patrick, he's been a big help kind of too, and they're all checking up on me and stuff, which was awesome. Love all those guys, and so yeah, been back into it. I'll post a picture today since today was like a really good workout. He said I had a nice good pump, so maybe I'll post a picture he posted of me on the NutriShop Mesa Instagram story. So that was dope. But so yeah, guys, just getting back into it. This is just an update. I'm gonna get into these vlogs again. I'm gonna try to do this daily, at least every other day, at least 5 times a week is my goal right now. And I'm gonna try to start doing like good fun stuff. I'm gonna really try to get these videos going and stuff like that. Quick update on my business. Oops. Oh nope, guess not. I'm not a crackhead, okay? Chill. So, yeah, quick update. So like I said, I got hit with a design patent infringement, apparently. It's total BS thing. I'm gonna try to fight it. Sherry's daughter is awesome, and she's actually very successful at the same business I'm doing, so she's kind of throwing out some help to me. Like, I just asked her a few questions on what I could do about this, and she's been awesome trying to answer my questions and stuff like that, so it's been really great. And so yeah, guys, just shows like there's a little trial tribulation little test for you, like if some kind of like fucks up your groove or whatever when you're moving good, just fucking keep going, man. Like, fuck that shit. Like, don't let that shit stop you. And like now, like today I've been in a great mood. I've been very happy. I've been uplifted, very uplifted, and uplifting to other people. Like, just been like spreading that love, you know what I mean? So yeah, I've been working hard on my business again. Just, you gotta stay tunnel vision, man. You gotta stay fucking focused. So yeah, guys. So everybody, you know, I would appreciate if you guys share this shit. It'd be awesome. Thank you guys for all watching my videos, especially all my friends, which I think are 90% and 90% of my subscribers. So, all right, guys. Thank you again. Love y'all. Peace out.